Now we are going to create an extraction rule or two in Buzzby. With extraction rules available, we can do things like play sounds when notifications match our extraction rule. Lots of other rules build on extraction rules, so it's handy to be able to make them. We will start the video on the tablet because we will use a keyboard, and it takes too much screen space on the phone tipped sideways. One of the most interesting things about Buzzby rules is that they operate in real time, on incoming notifications, not just on notifications already in the database. You get to find out about something at the moment it happens, rather than coming along later and searching for it, as you do with search engines. Let's start by looking at an existing extraction rule. Buzzby ships with some rules built into it, so let's look at one of those. It's easiest if we find a notification in the database that's matched an extraction rule, so we scroll back and find one. This one will do. It's a missed phone call, and you can see the extracted text in the last column. We tap on the notification and sure enough, it says one extraction rule has matched. Now I tap to get to the rule itself. We can see that the ticket text is here and it's been colored with the extracted bit shown in green. The yellowish bit to the left has matched part of the rule. The rule works by looking through the ticket text from left to right until it finds a match on the left part. Then it scans onward looking for a match on the right part. In this case, there is no right part, which is interpreted to mean the end of the ticket text is the right match. The extracted bit in green is what's in between. So in effect, this rule says, if you see the text missed call from, then return the text after that all the way up to the end of the ticket text. This sort of extraction rule we call a context rule, since we are defining where the text we want will appear. We don't know beforehand what the text will turn out to be though. We know the context it is in, but not the text what we will actually capture. Context-based rules are good for pulling out names. Also, context-based extraction rules are always made specific to an app. This is a notification from the phone app, so this rule is only ever applied to notifications from the phone app. The reason context-based extraction rules are tied to apps is that the format of the ticket text tends to vary from app to app. You need different extraction rules for different apps when you are using a context-based rule. There is another type of extraction rule and it is applied across apps. It's called a keyword-based rule. Let's make an extraction rule which searches for a keyword. This type of rule is a lot like using keywords in a web search engine, only the matching is not as smart as in the search engine. Where a search engine knows to treat the words child and children as pretty much the same thing when searching, and also to ignore upper and lower case, Buzzby is much more literal. Let's tap the Create a New Rule button to get started. Now we tick the checkbox to make this new rule a keyword-based rule. There is another checkbox there that says Regular Expression. That is used when you want to describe a much more complex match than we will do today. Maybe we can do a regular expression in another video. To fill in the keyword, we tap the yellow area and a keyboard pops up. Now we can type in the keyword. Let's suppose we are interested in trombones and want to see if any notifications come in that mention the word trombone. We type in trombone, carefully leaving out the E and S at the end. So we can pick up tickers that mention many trombones, as well as tickers that mention just one, and even tickers that mention tromboning. You can see that search engines have to know a lot about words and their ending to work well. The Buzzby matching process for keywords provides a bit of help though. It turns the keyword and the ticket text into lower case before checking for a match to get rid of problems where the keyword appears at the start of a sentence and has a capital for the first letter. Finally, we can save the rule. Let's create a sound rule to try out our extraction rule. Again, we can create this rule on any notification since we want the rule to operate across all apps. We want to play a sound when our keyword-based rule is matched. Tap on the bar here to pop up a list of all the extraction rules and select our new rule. We want the rule active. Finally, we select the sound to play when we get our match. I'm going to go for a sound file this time. Here we have a chunk of sound from Tuxedo Junction by the Glenn Miller Band. Last of all, we save the rule and just have to wait for the right notification. Since we have finished with the keyboard, we will swap to the phone so we can get SMSs. The two rules have already been set up on this phone, so we are ready to go. Luckily, I can get someone to send me an SMS with the word trombone in it. So let's see what happens. There we go.